What's up? It's Marco, Sage of Soccer, and England just beat Iran 6-2 in a win that was just about the expected result of this game. England dominated the ball, Iran tried to defend as best they could. I will say Iran coming away with 2 goals, and only a -4 goal difference might be a decent sign, probably not, but it's not all doom and gloom for Iran, and England wasn't a perfect game, but very good. England dominated the ball, clearly showed they were a better team. I could run through all the goals. Shaw had a very good cross to Jude Bellingham, who got up for a header. Maguire got to set it down to Saka for a goal. Then Kane found Sterling for a really nice goal, probably the goal of the tournament so far. Then Saka walked through the Iranian defense. Taremi pulled one back for Iran. Then Rashford and Grealish got one, and Taremi got a penalty near the end of the game. So I think the best thing for England this game is that their defense had a very good performance early on. I think it kind of slipped up towards the end. Obviously, they allowed 2 goals, but early on in the game, Rice, Maguire, Stones, they were dealing with any attack that Iran was throwing at them, shutting it down immediately, and not even giving them a chance to get into the game. Doing that against a team that's very good counterattacking. Tremi's a very nice player. Jakambush has some talent up top. They're able to stop them extremely well, and that just shows just how competent that England team is. Then I think fullbacks, they were going forward very well. Trippier didn't have a goal contribution, but he was looking good. Luke Shaw, a couple of nice crosses. Jude Bellingham was very dangerous. I mentioned Declan Rice. Saka was a huge threat. Then Kane, Sterling, Mount, they were all playing well. There wasn't a bad performance in there. I mean, obviously Maguire fell asleep for the goal. I think the penalty was on John Stones, and even if it wasn't, he kind of let Osman go late in the game. So, there are some flaws for this England team. I think that their defense will hurt them in the long term. When I say long term, I mean knockout round when the games really start amping up. But still, Maguire, Shaw, or Stones, Shaw, they all had a very good game today. I don't think you can fault them. So, just is what it is. They had more talent than Iran, and they were able to get the win. For Iran, is what it is. You weren't expected to win this game. I will say that set piece defending was a lot worse than it should have been, but England is just kind of good at set pieces, so is what it is. Taremi had a pretty good goal. The game was kind of over, and Osman came on, which is a good sign, and he even had a very good run where he got past Stones, got their own goal, hit the post. Like, very good signs for Iran that their attack is as good as advertised, and I think that it's going to be a lot easier to have a solid defensive game against either Wales or the USA, and their goalkeeper going down probably hurt morale as well. So, I don't think it's all doom and gloom. Obviously, this loss is bad, but, things aren't over. I mean, even if it does come down to goal difference, what was it? Wayne Rooney predicted that England would beat the US 4-0. They're a much better team than Wales. Like, I don't think it's unreasonable to say that England could do this against the US or Wales. I don't think they will, but it's not all over. And even if goal difference was, they could still get a good performance against the US, a good game against Wales. It isn't over for Iran yet. Um, I think especially with Osman coming back, that's a very good sign. And honestly, they made a couple of decisions with their personnel that make me think that maybe they weren't taking the England game as seriously. A lot of starters were left on the bench, and they were doing a five at the back, which I don't think is normal for Iran. So I wouldn't write off Iran yet. I think they still very easily have a chance to go far, but this was not a good performance. For England, very good start to the tournament. Obviously, they won 6-2. Jeez, and I think good signs by the defense early on, but I think concentration slipped. Though when you're up that much, you're not going to try as hard. Kind of took the foot off the gas pedal, made a lot of substitutions. I think it was interesting their setup. I would have had Foden play at the 10, and you can't argue with the results, but I don't think Mount had the best game for their attacking players. Sterling and Saka looked very good. Shaw looking good going forward, I think, is one of the bigger things for England this game. And it shows they have enough going forward. They could do well. And yes, all we have to talk about for this one. Not much to say about this. We've had two kind of dominant games early on. Hopefully, I'll have a lot more to talk about with the Senegal and Netherlands, and I definitely will with the USA Wales. So, is what it is. Really looking forward to the next few games. Looking forward to see how this group plays out. It's going to be tough for my US squad against England, But I think there are ways to beat them. And yeah, that's all we have to talk about. See ya.